Golfers nowadays are always trying to create more and more speed, and a lot of you are doing it in the wrong way. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how we can add clubhead speed, but not trying to follow the trends that just don't work. This video is going to be a small bite-sized version of what I give away on my courses over on my website. So if you want to check them out, it's andycartergolf.com. If you actually scroll down into the bio and click the link, you will get access to 3 videos from a series of course that I've done recently that will help you get your game back to basics. It will help you with your grip and your posture, which is actually going to be super relevant to this video as well. And it is my golf game blueprint. It's going to help you get back to basics from your wedges, short game, up to your mid irons, hybrids, into your driver. So it's going to really help you set you up for the season ahead. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about clubhead speed. I see a lot of players at the moment talk about trying to turn through the golf shot, try and rotate as hard as they possibly can to create speed. Now that is correct to an extent. Of course you want to rotate. Your engine is your body. So if you're rotating your body, the movement of this body movement here is never going to be as fast as the movement of the club head. Now the movement of the club head is going to be determined by the movement of your hands, your arms, your shoulders, then into your body. But a lot of you are trying to turn your body faster. Now, the biggest issue with that is it can massively affect path. So if you get to the top of the backswing and you just think about turning on the way down, you'll often throw the club on the outside. And how you're going to hit the golf shot ball from here is you're going to have to lower the club down, and therefore you're going to hit down on the ball. Hitting down on the ball will add spin. So you can actually add a bit of speed, but whilst you add spin, you actually end up losing distance. So adding speed is one aspect of it, but making sure that you stay efficient whilst doing so is the second aspect. Now, making sure that once you've rotated to that top of the backswing, you're bringing the golf club back down on plane. And I'm actually going to talk to you about not even emphasizing too much about rotation. We're going to be talking about the release of the hands and arms. Now, as your club works down, what we need to do is start to release this angle. We don't need to release the body, because if we release the body and we don't release this angle, we're going to release the golf club either incorrectly or even not at all as an extreme. What we want to do is make sure this golf club releases through with speed. Now you can see there, you can even probably hear that there's speed. You can hear that golf club whishing through. And there's not a huge amount of body rotation. So I made a decent backswing. Obviously that's all hands and arms on the way down. Got a ball speed of 146. Didn't quite pick up my club speed, but I still managed to hit it at 200 yards. Okay, and that's without engaging my body. But what I focused on then was getting my golf club to finish as close to my lead shoulder as possible. Okay, so this is not a flip, and I'll come to that later. I want to create this position here. Okay, so what I'm doing the whole time is keeping the club face square. On that particular shot, it definitely could be argued I closed it and maybe slightly overemphasized my point and turned the face this way. But if I release the golf club down, it's square. Release it up, it's still square, and I'm getting this club shaft as close to my shoulder as possible. This may also be really helpful for some of you out there that don't really feel like you've got the flexibility within your body to try and create any more speed. But if you can use your hands and arms quicker, you will create a lot more speed. So a feel here is, like I said, just trying to get that club from this position, which we pretty much all get to, getting through to this position. Now, a flipping action is more when you see a golf club work through in that direction. So we actually see the left wrist go into what we call extension, where it goes, as I look at it, it's going more left. That's my flipping action. And this will often be caused because of swing path, or it could just be a player trying to really hit a draw. But what you'll actually see from this is that club face is not actually rotating. All it's doing is wafting left, okay? It's not really rotating, so it's actually not going to help you draw the ball. What you want to try and see on your follow through is a toe of the club pointing, as I see it, 11 o'clock, okay? So toe up is 12, open is 1 o'clock, neutral there is going to be 10 or 11 o'clock. Okay, so you want to feel that there's rotation. Now in doing so, we're going to get the shaft angle really close to the lead shoulder. So if I can get the hands where, I'm going to do a full backswing here, and I'm just going to feel like my hands are more active on the way down. Little bit off the toe, hence the draw, but 103 miles an hour club head speed. Ball carried at about 210 yards. Again, just from overemphasizing the feel of the hands. And that's a drill that you should do on the driving range. You should go on the driving range, you could put your feet together if you really wanted to take your body out of it, and just swing full backswing, and then just flip the hands through. And you'll notice that the follow through position is super short, and you're gonna hear the wafting, the speed of the golf club working through the shot. You can then go a little bit wider, start to feel the same, and just try and get the shaft of the club close to this lead shoulder. Because the golf swing's not fully matched up at this point, you may turn a couple over towards that left-hand side. That's pretty normal. Then once you go into your full swing, you're going to feel the body starting to engage. You're going to feel the hands working with the body, which will help you hit the ball straighter, but it will also start to increase that club head speed even more. So if we set up now and we start to now engage the body a little bit more into the downswing, so I'm going to really feel my hands working faster on the way down, try and really get the shaft angle close to my lead shoulder on the way through. Decent shot, 108 miles an hour club head speed, which is not too bad. I could probably max it out at 115 if I had a bit more of a warm up, but definitely starting to try and feel more turn, but more release through this shoulder. Now how it works is as your swing's coming down, as your body starts to rotate out, the body here at this point now pretty much has to stop and stall. So you've created all that force within your body, okay? There's not much more that's going to come from this section. You're going to get a little bit of extra turn, but not much force. So basically imagine as you start to straighten up that left side, naturally as all players do, at this point now, we're making way for the release. So as I do this, this is not giving me speed and power. What this is doing is making space for the release, okay? For those of you that don't create that enough rotation on the downswing, you find it really difficult to release the club. So being able to rotate a little bit through impact, not overemphasizing the rotation, but just coming into what I would kind of say is your natural rotation with your irons, gives you the space to release the hands there. So minimal rotation offers maximum release of the hands, okay? You don't need to get your hips pointing to the target. You don't need that Justin Thomas impact position where his hips are 90 degrees in front of the golf ball and his right foot's already up as he hits his shots. You just want to keep the lower body ever so slightly left of the ball, which allows space for the hands and arms to release the club. And that's the fastest way to start getting club head speed. And in doing so, at the same time, you then need to practice it. You need to calibrate your body. You need to calibrate the release pattern with the rotation. You will start to see more speed, and eventually you'll start to see more distance as well. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you want more videos like this that I have not released on YouTube but are only on my website, head over to andycartergolf.com, or even just use the link down in the bio and you'll get 3 videos absolutely free. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.